In this video, tignan po natin yung mga requested stocks ninyo tulad ng SPNEC, Ever, and SSI. Are you guys ready? Let's go! Let's start off with 80, no? Now, tong 80, essentially, we have been trading within this range between 5.82 hanggang 6.39. But, kailangan punahin lang po natin na itong 5.82, I wouldn't consider it strong support. Parang yung mas stronger na level of support will be around 5.55, no? Ina-acknowledge ko lang na may level na nabuo dito sa 5.82 salamat ng support na nag-form here, here, and previously here. Okay? Now, we're gonna take those off and we're gonna zoom in a bit para mas kita natin yung chart, no? Now, after natin umangat, nauntog tayo dito sa area na inflection point na to. Remember, an inflection point is a level or an area where nagkaroon na ng both support and resistance along the way. So, hindi naagulat when we came back up here, ay doon tayo nakahanap ng reaction around 6.39, nag-reject tayo, and now we're pushing back lower. So, ano yung tinitignan natin dito sa 80? If we continue to push lower, as I said, a break beneath nitong 5.76, sorry, hindi pala 5.82, 5.82 pala yung current price natin. A break beneath nitong 5.76 likely just strengthens the theory or the idea na hindi naman talaga strong support tong 5.76 na area. But rather, yung pinaka-support talaga natin will be at 5.55. If 5.55 breaks, the next level of support na pwede nating maasahan will be here, around 450, no? However, if we can come back and break above tong 6.39, I think we can play it up hanggang dito sa mga 6.69, maybe even hanggang sa swing low na to, 6.76. Tapos doon tayo makakahanap kung may reaction ba or wala. Kung walang reaction dito, then price might push higher, possibly filling this unfilled gap from before. But it's unlikely na hindi tayo makakahanap na reaction dito around 6.69 to 6.76 simply because inflection point na yan eh. So parang nangyari dito, the expectation is even if price can push all the way up there, baka makahanap din tayo na reaction dyan and doon tayo magpupush lower. Plus, if we look at yung structure natin, essentially, we are forming some type of bear flag. For now, syempre pwede naman magbago yan, but for now, it looks like yun yung fino-form natin. So kung tama nga yan, baka mangyari is mauntog tayo around ditong 5.76, bounce, tapos mag-range muna tayo dito. Pagka ganon, then medyo confirm na we are in a bear channel. You can trade the range, but medyo mas delikado yung ganong type of range trade. Hindi ko na nga favorite mag-range trade to begin with eh. Pero yung ganong type, mas delikado pa. So something to watch out for lang moving forward. Okay? Now, kung nabasag natin tong 6.69 and nabasag din natin tong 7.18, then I think by then we can say na, oy, siga, medyo may nagbago na. And we can look at this from a different light. But right now, it's hard to see na maging very bullish ulit yung itsura ng structure, if only because para mabawi natin, kumbaga ma-reverse natin siya. So ito yung high, low, lower high, lower low. You want to take out the previous lower high. Medyo malayo eh, di ba? Now, kung umabot tayo sa puntong yan, we'll discuss 80 again, no? But for now, yun muna. Siguro, wag masyadong magmadaling pumasok unless meron kayong inaabangan na value level. Kung meron, then by all means, no, pinag-aralan nyo yan. So, don't hesitate to pull the trigger. But for now, for me, watch mode muna to. Next, tignan natin tong MPI, no? Na tong MPI, as we discussed before, parang nagkitrade siya sa malaking range na to, di ba? So, zoom out ko lang just to show na we are trading sideways and we have been for the longest time. Now, as with everything else na ganito na katagal nagsa-sideways, pwede na nating i-segment yung chart to make it easier for us to see kung meron bang potential trades na pwedeng makuha along the way. Right now, wala, no? Bakit wala? We just broke beneath tong support natin at 3.67. So, in my mind, either we're gonna come and reach for tong swing low na to, at 3.6, and if that breaks, we might come back to target tong 3.49 or 3.5 na level. Another thing that we might see from here is maybe we do push higher. Balikan natin tong cluster of lows from before. Makahanap tayo na reaction dyan. Then we start pushing lower from there. Okay? Kasi for now, all signs point to bearishness eh. Hindi na nga maganda yung index overall. Tapos we're caught in chop pa dito. So, the likelihood na bigla na lang tong tutulak pataas without the strong fundamental driver is very, very slim, no? Now, syempre, ibang usapan kung may matinding balitang lumabas tungkol MPI. But for now, it's looking very grim para sa mga bulls dito sa MPI. Alright? For me, where we are right now, para maging mas bullish ako ulit, bare minimum, kailangan ma-retake tong 3.9 to 3.95 more or less na area. If we can come back up here, then I think mag-open up ulit tong range na to, and kung mag-hold dyan, then maybe we can break back above 4 pesos and come back and tag yung previous 52-week high natin at 4.18. But for now, things are not looking great. Okay? Kung kunwari binabalak nyong bodegahin tong MPI, even then, I still suggest waiting. Maybe see kung makabili kayo dito sa bottom end ng range kung mag-hold ba yan. Kung hindi yan nag-hold, then baka balikan na natin tong mga lows na iniwan natin from before. Next, tignan natin tong SPNEC. Now, tong SPNEC, di ba, bumabato dito, nag-form ng double bottom like we discussed before. Tas nagkaroon tayo na reaction, up decent push to the upside. Diba? We came back, formed a resistance here around 1.88 and then fell. Bakit hindi ko tinanggal tong previous level natin at 1.73? Kasi nakikita ko pa rin how well price reacted off of it. Acted as resistance here, support here, support here, support and resistance here, support here. So when we fell, broke beneath it, when we came back, dun din tayo nakahanap ng resistance and now we're pushing lower once again. Now, hindi na agulat if from here makabalik tayo and once again tag tong 1.46. Diba? Now, you may be thinking, or a lot of people may be thinking na yung pala support natin dito sa 1.46, buy muna tayo ulit. Now, I would argue na hindi ganun ka prudent bumili agad once we touch yung support kasi if you look at it, pababa talaga yung trend eh. Diba? So even if sabihin natin mag-hold yan and we bounce, who knows how much further higher we can bounce. Yes, there could be money na pwedeng makuha, but paano yun? Ikakat mo agad right beneath 1.46? Paano kung 1.44 siya mag-bounce? Diba? Remember, just because may support tayo dito, it doesn't mean na end all and be all yan. Na dapat to the dot mag-react. That's why it's so hard to buy ng purely at support lang. What I would rather see, kung talagang gustong bumili, is for us to take out 1.46, perhaps dig into etong white area natin, tapos mag-print tayo ng bullish structure, then try to see if we can push up from there. If we can, then that might be a better trade overall, especially from a risk-reward perspective. Remember, we do not focus solely sa percentage gains. Kasi yung percentage gains, hindi naman niya tinitake into account magkano yung rinis mo eh. 'Di ba? Kung for example, potential gain mo was 10%, pero rinis mo naman was 20%, then even had you won, hindi siya something na you can keep doing along the line. Kasi hindi siya prudent eh, hindi siya mathematically advantageous para sa atin. 'Di ba? So for me, I would rather look for a good risk-reward trade dito sa SPNEC that's backed up by good structure rather than trying to catch it at support, hoping that support holds at kaya kong kumita ng ilang mang percent ang hinahabol natin. Alright? Now, if we do get the push to the downside, nabalikan natin tong white zone, then I think that's something to watch out for kasi dito tayo nag-consolidate before eh. So, hindi naagulat kung makahanap tayo ng some type of reaction dito sa area na to that we could potentially trade moving forward. Okay? Now, whether or not short-term or mid-term or long-term yung trade na yon, syempre that remains to be seen, no? Kasi hindi naman natin masabi kung ano ba talaga gagawin ng price moving forward eh. But, hindi naagulat kung makakita tayo ng reaction. Okay? And yun naman yun eh. Yung reaction yung hinahabol natin kasi doon tayo pwede for lack of a better term, mag-react. Doon tayo maghahanap ng good risk reward na trade, doon tayo maghahanap ng trade idea, doon tayo mag-form ng trade management, and so on. Okay? What we don't want to see is your price to break beneath tong white zone kasi once that breaks, ang hina lang ng structure natin on the way up eh. Once that breaks, hindi ako magugulat kung bumalik tayo ng piso eh. Now note, hindi ko sinasabi na babalik tayo ng piso ha. I'm just saying na if we did, hindi siya magiging nakakagulat. Next, silipin po natin tong Ever, no? Now, hindi ako nagugulat na maraming na-excite or mabilis mapatingin dito sa Ever whenever nagkakaroon ng upside move. Bakit? Kasi syempre, we need to imagine na number 1, maraming naipit sa move na to. Number 2, odds are tong area of consolidation na to plus tong area of consolidation na to, maraming namili. 'Di ba? Maaaring dito pa nga or dito. Therefore, every up move maraming may excite kasi syempre tatry nating or rather hindi nating maiiwasang maisip na baka makalabas na tayo from yung trade na naipit tayo prior. 'Di ba? The other thing is, of course, konting angat lang kasi nitong Ever, ramdam na ramdam kagad yung gains as is typical sa karamihan ng basura stocks, no? And let's not get confused, 'di ba? Ever is a basura stock, period, at least as of right now. All right? Now, from a structural standpoint, what are we looking at? 'Di ba? Ang nangyari before was nag-consolidate tayo sa area na 'to, 'di ba? Consolidate din dito prior to moving to the upside, bumalik, consolidate ulit. Ang nangyari was we broke to the downside. 'Di ba? Once we broke to the downside, obviously, maraming nagkaroon ng drawdown. Tapos ang nangyari is nag-break up tayo dito sa minor range na to, and again, that's very minor. Tapos nagko-conso tayo ngayon sa area na to. There have been attempts to try and push higher, but as we said, dahil marami malamang namili dito thinking na okay, ito na, pag lumipad to, bebenta ko dito, ilang percent yan, 'di ba? But ang nangyari was because of that, when now price is trying to move to the upside, dyan din tayo nauntog kasi nagkakabentahan yung mga naipit dito. 'Di ba? Now, hindi ako magugulat kung may isa pang attempt tas magkabentahan ulit. So for me, para lumakas yung itsura na itong Ever, we need to break above itong range na to. A break above 345 might lead to a better move if only because yung liquidity dito mas ninipes. So meaning normally iniiwasan natin yung mga ladder na bungi-bungi, 'di ba? So kunyari, merong nakabid sa piso, tapos yung next 90 cents, tas next 80. But in this case, kung numipes, baka mas maitulak yung Ever, and because of that, baka mas makabenta yung mga naipit before sa taas, leaving room for other traders to potentially make money off of an up move. 'Di ba? But syempre, lahat 'yun is very relative eh. Hindi naman natin mabasa talaga yung utak ng lahat ng traders along the way. All right? So, for me, regardless, kailangan mabasag tong 345 for a potential move to the upside. But if you want to range trade, talagang mapilit, pwede rin naman siguro yung 305 papuntang 345. Although we need to acknowledge na 39 naman niyang gawin to dito, hindi lang nag-work. Okay? So maybe wait for a break here, see kung mag-hold, then try to trade the range. But otherwise, siguro iwas-iwas muna. Can you trade the range here? 'Di ba? Between 26.5 to 35. Maybe, but honestly, do you really want to? 'Di ba? Kasi again, overall, 'di ba? Downtrend pa rin 'yan eh, 'di ba? This was your high, 'di ba? Tapos may low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and so on, 'di ba? Patuloy pa rin naman yung downtrend natin, hindi pa rin naman nagbago 'yon. So the question is, do you really want to force a trade within a downtrend ng basura na stock na alam natin na maraming naipit sa area na 'to? 'Di ba? I would argue na hindi, pero syempre, kanya-kanya naman tayong approach sa market eh. If you feel it's gonna be beneficial and profitable for you, then by all means, go for it. Kung pasok siya sa system nyo, kung pasok siya sa setups nyo, then by all means, go for it. Pero ako, siguro iiwasan ko muna tong Ever, no? I realize na pwedeng gumalaw yung mga basura, ngayong medyo hindi gano'ng aganda ang merkado, but regardless, I think the better play was etong up move dito kung nakasakay ka, but since wala, siguro iwas-iwas muna. And then finally, tingnan po natin tong SSI, no? Now, tong SSI, we saw an up move here, diba? We broke through these resistance levels at 1.3 and 1.34. And then sa mga Patreon members natin, nagpaalala tayo to take some profit kasi nga evolving R na, meaning the target was around 1.45 next. So had you traded this, umabot na tayo ng 1.42, ipipilit pa ba natin yung 3 cents na yon? Diba? Now, from there, nagkaroon tayo ng push to the downside. Okay? We bounced nung umabot tayo ng 1.3. And then right now, where we are is we're caught within this small range here. Now, etong picture na to, we can actually say na pwedeng head and shoulders pattern na ba to? Diba? Now, you could also say na, hindi, basta nag-up move lang, whatever. Regardless of how you want to look at it, I think yung key level na kailangan natin bantayan dito would be this low. If we break beneath and close beneath tong 1.28, then I think the next na magnet ng price will be around 1.2 to 1.21. Now, if that holds and we can see some type of bullish structure or reversal from there, then that might be a signal na pullback lang to and we're ready to push higher pa dito sa SSI. But we do need to temper our expectations kasi nga hindi ganun aganda yung merkado right now. Okay? However, if we break beneath here, pumunta tayo ng 1.21, barely holds then tumuloy, then I think wala na. It would have undone most of yung bullish move up niya. And honestly, from a technical standpoint, it's gonna look very bearish na from there. It's not gonna look appealing at all. Diba? Now, kunyari naman from here, nag-console lang tayo between 1.29 to 1.3 and 1.37. Then, ang pwede nating maging expectation or pwede natin tignan is where price would break from that range. If we break to the upside, then I would ignore this resistance level. My thinking would be, okay, pupunta na tayo 1.45 next. If we break to the downside, depende gaano katagal na nag-conso to. Even if we pull back down here at 1.21, I would be a little bit cautious na. Kasi yes, we might come down here, find some type of reaction, pero dahil nag-conso na tayo dito, kahit umangat yan, baka mauntog lang tayo doon sa support ng consolidation area na yon. Okay? But where it is right now, kung kunwari iniisip nating humabol, iniisip nating mamili, siguro kung kunwari pasok naman to sa system nyo, pwede. But for me, wait for further confirmation, huwag nating ipilit. Okay? Kasi baka umabot pa to baka mag-pull back pa to dito nga sa 1.2, 1.21 na support, tas pwede nating obserbahan doon. 'Di ba? Or baka nga mag-range muna to, and kung nag-range nga siya, do you really want to be trading this at that juncture considering current market conditions? I would think na hindi, 'di ba? So, again, for me, for now, watch mode lang tong SSI. I'm hoping na magpatuloy yung strong move niya to the upside, na magbigay siya ng magandang dip, let new traders in, then mag-continue. But syempre, hindi naman po natin hawak yon, and we'll have to wait and see what the market does. So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin, no? I hope nakatulong po to sa inyo kahit konti, and may natutunan kayo kahit papano. And if so, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!